everyone, I'm Christy from the Northwest Corner. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're just going to do a quick little video on making buttered noodles. It's a side dish that my mother-in-law came up with when my husband was smaller, and it has been one of his favorites, and it is now my kids' favorites, and even my dad and mom became big fans of this. Super easy recipe to make. You just need some noodles. We always use egg noodles, whether they're yolk-free, ribbon, whatever. Nothing fancy, just a normal bag of noodles. I only have a half a bag because I'm only going to make a small portion because he wanted it for lunch. So this is going to be his lunch. So on the stove, I've got 2 sticks, which is 1 cup of butter. I have it browning. And browning is I'm just melting the butter, and I'm going to start to cook it to where it turns a golden brown, darkens the little milk, the cream particles in the butter. And then I have a pan of water. I've put a little beef broth or beef bouillon in here to give the noodles a little bit of flavor when I cook them. So I'm browning the butter right now. It's starting to foam up. And if you've never browned butter, it's a simple process. I cook at about a medium high. I melt it, and then I just give it a couple stirs throughout the cooking process. It's going to foam up. It's going to get a white foam on top of it, but as it browns and it starts to cook, it also gives off a rich, deep, buttery flavor. So if you don't know by look and you can't tell that it's browning, you can smell that it's browning. I'm sure everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people have probably had that accident where they've put butter on the stove to melt when they're cooking something. It gets a little dark, starts to smoke. Well, we're not going to smoke it. We're just going to brown it. I need to get my water boiling a little bit more here faster. So if you want to come over and take a look at the butter, that way like you'll see it. You can tell the foam on top. That's normal. That's how you brown butter. It's almost like clarifying butter, except we're going to keep cooking and go a deeper, a golden brown. When you clarify butter, you stop it when it turns this yellow. And what we would do is we would cook some of this water off of it and just let it go. And then it would clarify. And you do it on a very low temperature when you clarify, but we're browning, so we're on medium high. And like I said, I just give it a few stirs every once in a while just to kind of move the creams around. That way I get a nice even brown. And on the buttered noodles, if you go a little darker on your butter, that's totally fine. It doesn't affect the taste of it. I think it gives it a more bold, rich flavor.
All I know is that they're good.
It's his favorite. He loves it. And I don't make it very often because the noodles are not particularly kind to his waistline or mine, so we don't make them very often. But they are yummy.
They are very good.
My mom and dad, I'd never heard of them until you, and my mom and dad had never heard of them. And they lived in Florida, and they needed to take something to one of their retirement clubs potlucks. He's like, I just don't know what to take. And I said, well, take buttered noodles. He's like, what the heck is buttered noodles? So I showed him how to make them. And that was something that everybody down there asked him to make every time when he would go. So he'd make buttered noodles.
I didn't even know this, really.
Yep.
Wow.
He would make buttered noodles all the time. Yep.
That's funny. My mom ran into a recipe that's popular now.
Yep.
Many years. I was just a kid, a little kid.
Yeah, and she said that she made it usually it just is out of necessity because, times were tight. It was just after your dad passed away, it was just, money was tight and she needed a way to feed you guys, and she just browned butter and put it on noodles, and they had buttered noodles.
Oh, they were good. Still are good.
Yeah. I guess you do what you got to do when you need to feed your family, right?
Yep.
We used to have, growing up, this, it was called SOS.
Oh, I know what that is.
On a shingle. Yeah.
Yeah, use your imagination
Yeah.
on a shingle.
On a shingle. Yep. Mom would throw in kidney beans because kidney beans were filling. There'd be a little bit of hamburger in there and some Velveeta and milk and some sour cream. Yep. We'd eat it over toast.
Sounds kind of good.
Sometimes she'd even put spaghetti noodles in it. Yeah. You just need to stretch that meal. We had goulash a lot, which a lot of people know is Johnny Marzetti, because she could make this great big pot of it for all of us. And we would eat it, for usually 2 days, sometimes 3. She'd do the same thing with chili. She'd make this big old roasting pot. And I have that pot now. So I did get the pot from after my mom passed away. I got that pot. So I'll have to bring it out sometime and show y'all. It's a big old pot. And that thing is probably as old as I am. That pan is. I think it's one of their first sets of dishes, their pans, when they got married.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's got some age on it then.
Yep, it sure does.
Kind of like us. Got some age on it.
Yep. My dad used to use it to make the turkey too, every Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then if it wasn't in use for Christmas and Thanksgiving, it was chili, stuffed peppers, goulash. I'm trying to think what else we made in it. Gosh, I don't know. Ham, if you did a big old ham. Yeah. So she was loved. She was used heavily. I'm just trying to make the foam not bubble up because it was coming up to the top. You don't necessarily have to stir. I just don't have a very deep, I'm not browning butter in a deep dish, so it's not very deep. Now, if I was making this for the kids and you and Allison, oh my goodness, I'd need a big old deep dish. I'd have to use my frying pan to brown my butter. Yep. Okay, my broth is going. And I think this is brown enough. Oh yeah, definitely brown enough. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah, they should be able to.
I can't get it. I can't get the foam.
Can't get the foam off of it?
Yeah, because it's still warm. So shut this burner off. Transfer this in a cup. That way it stops cooking. Okay. Get all your little brown bits because that's the taste. Set this over here so I don't bump it. Spill it because that would be awful. We'll dump our noodles in. And these are yolk-free noodles. Oh, I'm just trying to save calories for the husband, so we're having spaghetti for dinner, so gotta save some wherever we can, right? And these won't take long to cook. Okay, just cooking up our noodles here. Like I said, they won't take very long. I'm gonna get out my little slotted spoon. $1.25 best purchase I ever made. I love this thing. I bought it from the Dollar Tree. $1.25. I love this little doodad, strainer, spoon, slotted, whatever you want to call it. But I love it. I don't have to get out that big old colander, food strainer, whatever you guys want to call it, to drain anything. So and I didn't add any salt or anything. Like I said, I just have beef bouillon in the water. Now we'll taste it when we put the brown butter on it and see if we need any salt or pepper. And if we do, I got that covered.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. And this is just a real simple dish. It's just some noodles, some brown butter, salt, and pepper. That's it. Super easy. And I'm going to tell you, you guys will really like it. The brown butter, I don't know. I didn't think I would like it either, because who likes just buttered noodles? Never heard of it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let's try it. And it is very addicting, because the brown butter, it is very addicting.
You got to salt it to taste. Maybe you don't need the salt at all. I do. I have to, because I like that little bit of salty taste to it.
And that's why I add the beef bouillon. Well, I add the beef bouillon so I don't have to add as much salt. Yeah. But my beef bouillon is MSG free, so we may have to add a little, but I got you covered.
I know you do.
I always got you covered.
I remember we would eat butter noodles sometimes with kielbasa sausage. Yeah.
Sausage. Mm-hmm.
We'd have that and butter noodles.
Well, I mean, you got to do what you have to do, to feed your family. And back then, kielbasa was a very inexpensive.
Yeah, back then it was.
It was. It's not anymore. No. I mean, nothing is really inexpensive. If I had to go to the grocery store to feed my family now, we would probably, I mean, if we were just starting out, like, we would probably have to do a lot of meatless meals. I mean, meat is very high. I think your cheapest meat right now is pork, and too much pork is not a good thing.
At least in this area, it's the cheapest.
Chicken is, for some chicken breasts, it's $3 a pound.
And chicken used to be really cheap.
Really cheap, yeah, because we ate a lot of chicken when the kids were growing up. I like to get it when it's on sale, and that's why, I mean, I've got quite a bit of chicken in the freezer, because I like to buy it when it's on sale, because we like chicken.
Yeah.
We like chicken a lot.
I seen the amount of chicken that was down there.
I have a chicken obsession.
I think we equal about 30 chickens down there.
No.
Good grief.
Would not. You're crazy.
No, I'm telling you.
You're crazy.
You take it all out and you think about it.
There's no way there's 30 chicken in there. No way. No way.
I'm telling you.
No way. I would say maybe 10 chickens, but not 30.
No way.
No way.
All right, we're gonna figure that answer out.
We're gonna agree to disagree, because he doesn't cook, so.
I think she has a chicken obsession.
I do, and I have a bean obsession too.
Yeah, she sure does. She has like 10 cans of hot dog sauce.
You never know when you want a chili cheese dog.
Well, you need 10 cans to do that?
Well, if the kids come to eat, yes, because they like to eat the chili sauce with their chips, because their mother taught them that. A good chili cheese dog is hard to beat.
Yeah, you're right.
And our noodles are done. We're going to take our handy dandy slotted spoon, or whatever you want to call it. One of my children has my round glass dish, so we're using a rectangle dish just so y'all can see.
That is a pretty good spoon you bought.
It is. I love this thing.
Why didn't you think of that a long time ago?
I don't know. I don't know. Because I grew up in that thing where mom always got the strainer out, you know?
Yeah.
And you use that. I don't know. I guess that's what it's always been. So, all right. Done with that. Now, our butter. And you want to get all the goodness out of the cup.
Yeah, get every bit of that. Don't leave nothing behind.
And then you just stir it around. Smell it?
Oh gosh.
Smells
yes.
like buttered noodles. And that butter will get soaked up into the noodles fairly quick if it doesn't get eaten fast first. I'm gonna get a little fork so I can taste to see if it needs any salt. And if it does, we'll add a little salt and a little pepper. It's so addicting that I could probably eat this whole bowl right here by myself. Maybe just a little salt. I don't think it needs much at all. And just a little pepper. Just a little. Probably didn't have to use much salt because this was salted butter, so. All right. Mr. Jamie. I don't have cooties, so I'm gonna let you use my fork.
Okay. I'm coming. Ooh-wee.
It's not hot.
Them are it. Mm. Mm.
Good?
Them are very good. Brings back memories too.
Yep, a little bit of nostalgia in a bowl, huh?
Yep.
Do you guys ever do that? Make recipes that you used to have when you were little. As you get older, I don't know. It brings back good memories. So
I'm just glad you can make them.
oh yeah, I was never not gonna try.
Oh, I know.
You gotta try it everything. So all right, so simple recipe. I just used 2 sticks of butter, half a bag of noodles, browned my butter, cooked my noodles up in some beef bouillon. When the noodles were done, I transferred them to the dish, put my buttered or brown butter on it, and taste it if you need a little salt or pepper. And that's it. Super easy side. Now he'll have part of this for lunch because that's a lot of noodles. I might have to have some too.
Yeah.
So, but easy recipe. If you've tried this, let us know. Because like I said, I'd never heard of it.
I'd be really surprised if anybody's ever tried this.
I don't know.
I mean, anybody.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure there's somebody maybe, but
if you went down to the retirement part during a potluck, they
Oh,
all
yeah,
had tried it.
yeah,
They all had tried it. So we want to thank all of our new subscribers. Leave us some comments. Tell us where you're from. If you have any suggestions on some of the recipes. I had somebody add something the other day. Oh, this morning actually.
this morning, yeah.
Yep. saying to add green chilies to our corn casserole. I thought, I've never done it, but you know what? I'm going to try it. It sounds good. So, um, again, leave us some comments, like this video, subscribe to our channel, share it with your family and friends. Um, and I guess for now, we're going to go pig out on some buttered noodles, and we will see you all in the next video. Y'all have a great day. Bye.